miss you all so much. But you know, every day I try to think of something fun for you guys to listen to. Some of you have been asking about our caterpillars, and yes, they finally have made cocoons. So I wanted to show you our caterpillars, and I also wanted to read you this book that we loved since the beginning of the school year, since this is what our caterpillars are going through. So first I'm going to show you our caterpillars. They are at the top of the cup, and they have all made cocoons, and they should stay in there about 1 to 2 weeks. And I'm going to take the cocoons and the fabric they are attached to, and I'm going to put it in a net, so that way when the caterpillars are ready to hatch, they have lots of room to fly around when they come out as butterflies. So I love using story props whenever we tell stories, but I don't have any story props for this book. They're all at school. So Logan had a really, really good idea. She thought that she could make her own story props to share with you guys. And this is something easy that you can do at home too, to create story props for any book that you want. But I'm going to show you her story props, and then we'll use them to retell the story. Okay, so this was her idea on how to create story props for this story. First, we used pom-pom balls with a clothespin and a pipe cleaner to make a caterpillar. But you can use anything. You can ball up some paper, glue it on a clothespin, or anything else. There's lots of different ideas. This little circle is the egg that the caterpillar pops out of. Then instead of drawing the amount of numbers, like instead of drawing 2 pairs, she just wrote the number 2 at the top to represent 2 pairs. So she did 1 apple, 2 pears, 3 plums, 4 strawberries, 5 oranges, 1 nice green leaf, and then this is all of the stuff he ate in the one day. She also asked that I cut holes in them just like the story. So that's what I did. I just cut circles. We made, this is gonna represent our butterfly wings. We're gonna bunch it up like this at the end of the story when he turns into a butterfly. But what this is just a coffee filter that she colored with markers, and then she sprayed it using, I just had an old spray bottle and I just filled it up with water, and then we let it dry. And this is gonna represent the cocoon. You know, we have lots of toilet paper these days, so that means we have lots of toilet paper rolls that can be recycled. And it kind of does look like a cocoon.
Yep.
All right, you ready to tell the story?
Yeah.
All right. Okay, guys, so we are going to retell the story, The Very Hungry Caterpillar. The author and illustrator of this story is Eric Carle. He's a very popular author and illustrator. He's written a lot of books and illustrated. So that means he writes the words and he draws the pictures. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to lay the book down and I'm going to put it next to Logan's props that she made, so you can see how she's retelling the story using the props that she made. Along the way, I'm going to ask you questions, and I might just pause for a second so that you can answer it out loud at your house, or you can tell your families the answer to the question. In the light of the moon, a little egg lay on a leaf. One Sunday morning, the warm sun came up, and pop, out of the egg came a tiny and very hungry caterpillar. If you were just born, would you be very hungry too?
Yeah.
Me too. I would be starving. So he started to look for some food. On Monday, he ate through 1 apple.
Yum, 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 yum.
But he was still hungry. On Tuesday, he ate through 2 pears. But he was still hungry. On Wednesday, he ate through 3 plums, but he was still hungry. On Thursday, he ate through 4 strawberries. On Friday, he ate through 5 oranges. But he was still hungry. What do you notice about the amount of food he is eating? It started at 1, and then what happened?
It went all the way to 5.
Oh!
And he was still hungry.
He was. The number of foods are increasing. That means they're getting bigger. It went from 1, 2, 3 to 4 to 5. On Saturday, he ate through 1 piece of chocolate cake, 1 ice cream cone, 1 pickle, 1 slice of Swiss cheese, 1 slice of salami, 1 lollipop, 1 piece of cherry pie, 1 sausage, 1 cupcake, and 1 slice of watermelon. And he had a bellyache. If you eat a lot of food, do you have a bellyache?
Yes.
You do, Logan? I do too. That means your belly's very full. The next day was Sunday again. The caterpillar ate through 1 nice green leaf, and after that, he felt much better.
Sure, brother.
Why do you think the caterpillar feels better after eating through a green leaf?
Because that's what they're supposed to eat, and he ate the wrong thing.
Oh, he ate the wrong things before. Caterpillars are supposed to eat leaves.
They don't eat candy.
No candy for caterpillars. Now, he wasn't hungry anymore, and he wasn't a little caterpillar anymore either. He was a big, fat caterpillar.
I'm so fat.
He built a small house called a cocoon around himself. He stayed inside for more than 2 weeks. Then he nibbled a hole in the cocoon and pushed his way out. Okay, build your cocoon, Mr. Caterpillar. Go inside. How long did he stay inside for?
He stayed for a long time.
Yes, it says almost 2 weeks. Why did he have to stay in there for so long?
Because he had to he had to think how he has to make him a butterfly.
And you know what? There is a special word. Whenever a caterpillar transforms into a butterfly, it's called metamorphosis. That's a big word. Can all the class say it with me? Say it with me at your house. Metamorphosis. And that is what our caterpillars are going through right now. They're going through a complete change, a complete physical change, and it's called metamorphosis.
Yep, like he said.
When he came out, he was a
Butterfly.
beautiful butterfly. Look how beautiful he is. Can he fly? Yes, he is so beautiful. That was an amazing story. Okay, friends, so like I told you before, these are our cocoons. I'm going to put them in, I'm going to take this fabric off with the cocoons attached to it, and I'm going to pin the fabric inside of our net that it came with so that they're still hanging down, and I will videotape whenever they start coming out of their cocoons. I hope you loved this story retell by me and Logan, and I hope you're doing great at your house, and we miss you.
Curiosity, what are you doing?
What? What do you mean?
What are you doing in there?
Well, I wanted to be like the caterpillars. I always wanted to be a butterfly, so...
How did you wrap yourself up?
Well, I made a cocoon. Isn't that what the caterpillar did?
Yes, but what did you wrap up in?
Toilet paper.
D?
I'm just joking with you. I can't really turn into a butterfly, but that would be fun, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
Maybe you can go outside and pretend to be a butterfly. Outside outside while you exercise. Is that a good idea?
Yeah.
Okay, get me out of this thing. Get me out of this thing.
Okay.
Get